Alright. Of the Mariners franchise. We are currently sitting at 1-4. I simmed it because why not? We lost 2 against the Athletics. One against the Athletics and then lost Sunday. Lost against them 2 Mondays. So now we're facing 2. And you gotta face this one and then this one. So let's go. I had to make sure too, I'm like, is this right or not? I don't know if this is right or not. Oh, tires. What is Luke Rayleigh? First baseman. Let's get Dylan Moore in there. Oh, his energy is low. Let's get Ken Zone in there.
Okay, Singy, we get to see the best hitter in the league in this one.
Yeah, one of the toughest outs in baseball. No simple formula, but opposing pitchers have to just continue to try and work around the zone. This guy takes advantage.
It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming at you. Ready to go now. And now the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. That's off the outside edge. 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. And that misses. And now 3-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And next to hit for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. And that one is lifted in the air. Arozarena makes the play. That's out number 2. Here's Riley Green. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. And that clips the inside corner.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That one down the line. Fair ball. Arozarena gets it in. Runner puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 out. Here's Gleyber Torres. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That's in there. That is strike 2.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Bottom of the first. And now the right fielder, Dominic Canzone.
This is his first time batting because Victor Robles Didn't look good in the cage, so he's gonna get
This
a day
one
off
in the air.
today. He'll probably be
And
back
there's one
tomorrow,
away.
but he just needs a day off.
Here's Donovan
Batting
Solano.
second, the third baseman, Donovan Solano.
Swing and a ground ball out to short.
Hi, Andrew.
Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
What's up, man?
2 down, base is empty. And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
Is it okay if I could just say Andrew on stream?
And it's fouled away.
Or do you not want that? I think you're fine with that, right, Andrew?
On the ground.
Ah,
Torres handles.
I
Tosses
still
to
got
first.
blood in my I
3
still
up,
got
3
blood in my
down, inning
hands
over.
because of nosebleeds.
Back at T-Mobile Park. And here's the first baseman, Spencer
Nothing much, and I
Torkelson.
said it's okay.
Fastball for a strike.
You said you wanted to talk earlier. Did you end up going to get your parts for your car with Jordan today? Because when you wanted to talk, I was like,
Just misses the mark
why
outside
did
the
you want
zone.
to talk if you're supposed to be with Jordan?
Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. So now the DH spot, Colt Keith. That one
And
ripped
that's a
right
home run.
center field. Way back there. And out of here.
So impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark.
I thought you were. I
Jake
thought you said Jordan was
stands in now
driving
and
you
watches strike one.
today.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 1 out, base is empty. Swung on, belted. That one carrying, and it's gone.
And this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Matthew Ross behind the plate.
Oh, okay.
Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Zips it across. Awesome play there. My goodness, Chris. He had to generate a ton of power in that jump throw for the out. Let's take another look and dive into the numbers from StatCast.
Man, that's an impressive throw right there. In the air all the way from third base. You've got to have a powerful arm to play third base, but
So
he just showed
you
he's
ended
got
up
more
not
than
going.
enough. He's got to
then?
can it.
That one fouled off. In the air, left field. Arozarena makes the catch, inning over.
How come you don't say like Shelby?
Back in
You know
Seattle,
who he
bottom of
is.
the
You
inning.
know who
Here's
she
the veteran
is.
first baseman, Dylan
And
Moore.
I know who she is. Well, how come you don't say like Shelby?
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
So you're trying to say that your day was ruined, or not? Your day was ruined. You just didn't go.
The wind of the pitch. On the ground to third.
There we go. Get some man on base. Let's go.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone.
What do you mean
Get
yes?
that leadoff man
Yes to the
off first
Shelby or
base.
yes to the?
Now it's Randy
Yeah, go.
Arozarena. And that one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back.
The second one? Oh. How come you don't say, like, Shelby? I
Gets
mean,
a
like I
piece,
said,
and it
me and
stays
you
0-2.
both know her, so, like, or... Not me know her, I don't think you know her, but...
Swings and
know
misses, struck him out.
Boog is a hitter. There's a clear line between being aggressive at the plate in a good way, attacking pitches you can drive, and then being over-aggressive in a way that plays into the hands of the pitcher. You've got to have pitch recognition, and right there, just way too aggressive. And even though some of those pitches might have looked good coming in, you got to track them a little bit longer because...
McKinstry to second, and that's 2. On to the third inning, and stepping in is the speedy Parker Meadows.
Where's Javier?
Meadows goes 6 feet 5 inches, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018.
Where's Baez?
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. That one is hammered right field. That's going back. Back some more. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. Arozarena sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. 2 away now. 2 out, space is empty. Riley Green will hit next. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
1 strike.
Okay, I want to see something. Where's Javier? Is he not playing for the Tigers? Does he straight up not put it? Oh, because he's benched. That explains it. Because he's benched. Javier hasn't played a single game. He's benched. Oh, that's so sad.
Space is empty.
Like Javier is just straight out benched. Maybe
Swing
he just
and a
needs
foul
an off
straight
day.
back.
I'll probably see him next game.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays
That's
alive.
cool. You can see like the bench players. You can straight out just see like the bench players.
Swing and a drive, deep right field.
And gone.
That's back there. That one is gone.
No matter how this outing ends...
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. George Kirby is done, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Yeah, honestly,
Pitching for the
I'm not doing
Mariners,
that.
number
Gleyber
48,
Torres up to hit,
Gregory
and that skips in the dirt.
Santos.
Ah,
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Crawford throws to first in time, and that is the inning. Tigers add 1
Andrew,
to the lead on
still
this
here?
one. Seattle, Jorge Polanco.
Andrew went silent, y'all.
Manning back
He's
to
gone.
work. Swing and a
Damn.
ball popped in the air. McKinstry sizes this one up.
Oh, you still here? I
Squeezes
thought
it.
you left,
And there's one
Andrew.
away. Mitch Garver up to hit here.
How's my
Good
stream
hard
doing? My
fastball
stream
up in the
good?
zone right
Stream's
there.
doing
They
good?
look really
Right?
good
Yeah.
coming in, but
Maybe.
so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Is stream doing
And
good?
first offering is fouled off. One
He's
down,
a
base is
milestone
empty.
watcher. 87 home runs.
There's a swing and a miss.
Another 0-2
Okay.
count right here.
Andrew, do you want to talk? You want to call on like Instagram and something? You want to talk? Because you said you wanted to talk earlier. You want to talk? You want to talk? You wanna talk while I'm doing this? We can if you want to. Should I start it or should you? It's Valorant. Is it PC or console? Alright, give me 1 minute. I have to get out of a Discord call. There we go.
Here, pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Dude, it takes you forever just to answer the phone on Instagram.
Ground
It
ball
takes
up the
you
middle. He gets there
forever
with
to
the
answer.
slide. Fires to
Oh
first.
my god.
And very nicely
It takes
done
you
for the out.
forever to answer on
As an infielder,
Instagram
you have to be ready
compared
for
to
anything. In that spot,
Messenger.
it required going to the ground, getting a little
What?
dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Hard grounder into the outfield.
What'd you say,
for a
Andrew?
knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Didn't take long to get a result
really?
from that bat.
Again?
Fastball down and in. Good spot to get a ground ball, but that one had eyes.
And Crawford gets in there.
I
What?
think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary.
Ask you what?
This hitter not a
Ask you-
power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary
I don't really
lead
need
and
to ask
perhaps
questions.
score on a ball in the gap.
Sometimes we're just playing games. I don't really need to ask you questions. Unless you're talking about, like, you ask me questions,
Rip towards
and I just
third.
don't answer.
They take the force out, and that'll do it. So no runs here.
Unless you're
And
talking to
welcome
your
back
friend
the
on
ballpark.
whatever.
John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Spencer Torkelson. Santos.
But then there's no
He's
real
someone
point
that
in me
fills up the
calling him.
strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. The throw to first, that's the first out in the top of the fourth. Next is the Tigers DH, Colt Keith. Up the middle.
Get it. Get it.
On the run, sends it over to first. He's in there.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speed,
Is that
add and
really
subtract some
safe?
velocity,
Really?
but
That's safe? I think that is. Oh yeah, that is safe. Okay. Makes
command
sense.
is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
Rogers. The batter now as he
Also,
swings and
just so
misses
you
for
guys
strike
know,
one.
I'm talking to Andrew. He's talking to his friend
Rolled
on
to short, possible
whatever
two
game he's
ball.
playing.
Over to Polanco. They get one. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, one in. Bottom of the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter,
So
Donovan
you see him just
Solano.
talk randomly. He's talking to his friend on whatever game he's playing.
On the ground right side. And one going to the fourth
There you go.
as they get the leadoff man. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Grounded out his first time. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are
Okay, guys.
aggressive
I
early
can
in the
s-
count.
I can
It
stream
makes
for
you
like
wonder
hours.
if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
The Mariners trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that's outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Swing and a
Gosh
miss.
dang it,
Got him to
dude.
go up the ladder
This
for the
pitcher
Thought it was
has
a pretty
like
good
Number
pitch, top of the
baseman,
strike zone,
number 25.
received.
better eye coordination. Even though he's like 2 overalls up, he's
More
doing
fastballs in that location.
Better.
Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Moore at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that
I'm
one.
also
In the
doing
on-deck
it so
circle, you
late.
really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Mariners ready now for the 5th inning. Leading off, Andy Ibanez. In there at the knees. It's 0-1.
Here's something cool, Boo. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
It was actually called Safeco.
One gone, runner at first. And the batter now, Parker Meadows.
It was called Safeco back in the day.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes to second, but way too late. Safe there. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And now it's going to be Kerry Carpenter. And that's fouled off. And that one is in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Caught him looking for the K. Tigers leave one, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, these Mariners definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
In the air, right side. Grabs it on the run.
Patient there.
One up, one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Shenton stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him.
On the bat.
And he hit him.
Number 7.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. First time up was a pop out.
Polanco.
To the right side. Sneaks through. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Wastes no time there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Next to hit, Mitch Garver. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Drops into the glove. Both runners tagging. He thought about third, but won't take the chance and heads back to second. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Crawford.
Swinging a foul out of play. And a foul ball. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Top of the 6th inning. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Ripped on the ground to second. Polanco tosses to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
And he grounds one back up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Torres over at first with 1 away. That's in there. And it's 1 and 2. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner around second. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Towards first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Whips it to first. That ends the inning.
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
They limit the damage. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Tigers back at T-Mobile Park. Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Canzone. Canzone, in his 2nd season, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen. But you're going to take what he's offering that day.
When I went to the farmer's market today, I bought myself a breakfast wrap from the like kitchen, whatever, and it was really good. And then you know how like in high school you told me to go get breadsticks from Panamore.
2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice
So
job.
I kind of missed it. I kind of missed going there, so I literally went Panamore and got myself like 5 breadsticks.
And here is
cheesy breadsticks because I missed when I used to go get it for you. So I'm like, should I get myself 5 cheese breadsticks? Yes. I ended up getting them. Cause I missed getting them for you. I think I got you like twice.
That one missed by a
so once or twice when I got it for you.
As good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the
because
office,
you couldn't
even
leave
for the skippers.
You couldn't leave
Seeing
campus.
the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
I think it was twice, wasn't it?
Here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball, Torkelson. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mariners are down. And we're back. And now, Andy Abon.
Especially if something's going on and you two like break up and then you two meet there, it makes a lot of work.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Trent Thornton.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Next offering is in for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Line drive, and no one can get there. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now a chance for Zach McKinstry. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Ibanez stands at second with no outs. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. So up next, Parker Meadows. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece and stays alive. Man at second. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rodriguez settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. And up next for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Solano slings to first, 3rd out. Back in Seattle, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Dylan Moore. Manning back to work. And look
That
out.
hit him.
That
First
one
base
gets
is
him.
yours.
The second man he's plunked in this one.
Now, anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout. And you know what?
He chases that one in the
Hold
dirt.
on.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Runner at
I'm gonna
first
use
with
one
no outs
hand.
here.
I'm gonna use one hand for this.
Spoils
One
the
hand.
two-strike
One
pitch, and
petting
he'll see another.
Vixen.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And the batter down.
I was gonna say, he doesn't
Austin
have a
Shenton.
no-hitter.
He's 0 for 1.
He must be doing it because of the complete game.
First
One ball,
offering misses
no strike.
badly for ball 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first.
And that one handled. Wide throw, and it gets away. Boots it.
How?
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Polanco digs in now. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Torres tossed to second. Double play.
How?
What a twin killing
How?
down the inning.
There's no way!
Ready?
No! That's... what? There's no way!
Where you at?
Okay, never mind.
To begin
I
the
suck.
8th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. Swing at a ground ball and foul ball. Grounds one to short. Tosses to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Here comes Gleyber Torres. That's a strike. On the ground to third. Whips it across. And Gleyber Torres retired. 2 down, bases empty. And next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. That's to third. And it stays fair. So a man at first. Next is the designated hitter, Colt Keith. Liner, base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Up the middle. They get the force, and that
There we
is the
go.
3rd out.
Alright, got out.
Pitching for
Back
Detroit,
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
48.
bottom of the 8th, Brant Herter.
And he's got a nice
Herder.
lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball still 0-2. This one in the air. McKinstry makes the catch. One away. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And a foul ball. Bases empty, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. So digging in, Dominic Canzone. 0 for 3 in this one. In for a strike. And it's 0-1.
No ball. One
Man
strike.
at first, one away. Crawford goes.
Strike. 0-2.
Throw to second, and he's out.
I don't
I
even
gotta
care.
admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the
I'm
out
not
at
doing
second.
good this
Really
game.
impressive
Don't
job, I'd
care.
say.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets all set. So they turn to their closer,
Now pitching
Andres
for the
Munoz.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Got him swinging.
I know I'm not
That
winning,
pitch
but
wasn't even
I gotta
close
do
to being a
something.
strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
That one missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Way out front for strike 2.
Okay.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. One down, base is empty. Draws the walk there. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And now 2 aboard. Kerry Carpenter getting ready to hit. And that's downstairs. 1-0. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the 9th.
Ho, ho, ho.
What are you,
And
Santa?
now 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
That one just misses. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Crawford for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. 1 hit, 1 left.
Pitching for the
I was like, what are
Now
you,
as they hand
Santa?
the ball to a fresh
Number
arm to start the
43.
bottom of the 9th. Tommy Canley. This is his 3rd time out this year. And first offering is fouled off. Canley, in his 10th season, he features a changeup, a 4-seamer, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Torres over to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Julio Rodriguez, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Now this is in the air down the line. Carpenter snags it for the 2nd out.
I
So
suck.
it's their last chance in this one. Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Comes up empty.
No ball.
Two
Strikes.
down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Whatever. I don't care. I really don't care about that game, honestly. This game's just trying to get me. Hey, look, they're back. Hopefully we can win this one. We're 1-5. It's not great.
Well, Singy, as we come into this, it's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch. And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. That one finds the corner.
Last game of the series. And we gotta go to San Francisco.
And a swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And that is out of play. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And a swing and a miss there. 2 outs, base is empty. And ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first. Back at T-Mobile Park, towing the slab in today's game, Tarek Skubal. And he comes in off a really nice season on the hill, Chris.
An ERA in the low 2s last year. So consistent, so dependable. Talk about a skipper who's got a guy like that that's going to go out there and not just keep him in the ball game, but really give them an opportunity to win a ball game, even if it's a low-scoring day for the offense. That's who he was last season, and if he's even close to that this year, I think they'll be really happy with his performance. Just blown away in that at-bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
1 out, base is empty. There's a high chopper, Ibanez.
I hate when you can't
Tosses
seem
to first.
to
And here this
hit
afternoon,
it.
2 quickly away in the bottom
I'm
of the
just
first.
frustrated, dudes.
2 outs, base is empty. Julio Rodriguez now at the plate. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul.
This game can just get on my nerves sometimes.
Foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Out to short, McKinstry.
Oh, whatever.
Fires across the
I don't
diamond.
even care.
Rodriguez
Like, I
out.
can't position it.
And
I need.
welcome back to the ballpark.
After
Second
this
inning,
game,
set
I'm gonna
to go.
practice.
Now
I
here's
need
the
to
Tigers
practice
cleanup
after this
hitter,
game.
Riley Green. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Green launched a homer in his most recent game. That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to
Before
start
I
the inning.
do the
Torres
Giants
up to
series,
the
I need to
plate.
practice every game.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants. Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Slow roller to third, but it kicks foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The pitch. Hit in the air, right field. Robles coming on. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. And next is the designated hitter, Colt Keith. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. Keith went deep in his most recent game. Liner, and this could be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home.
Oh my gosh.
He'll score easily.
Comes through with the
I
RBI.
can't. I
that pretty
can't,
much split the
dude.
zone down the middle, and those are the ones where
like
you got to
this
make them
game.
pay.
I'm gonna cry.
Now in the box.
I just can't. I can't win. I can't do anything.
Next offering is foul
I
back.
really can't.
Swing and a high fly
There,
ball in the
we
air
only
left field.
managed to do one.
Rosarena pulls it down, and that is that. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run. We head to the bottom of the second, so now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Luke Raley. Chopped to the right side.
Whatever.
Torkelson. Leadoff man retired here
I
in the
have to
second.
just give up. I give
And up
up,
next
dude.
for Seattle, Jorge Polanco.
We might as well be
2 for
1 in
7 in the
8
series
or
so
1 in
far.
9. I don't even win one
Fly
game.
ball center field.
I just give up. I can't do anything. I give up.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
I'm
Those
so
can be pretty fun as an
frustrated. I
outfielder.
can't do
Got to put it
anything.
into his highest
Honestly,
gear
at this
and
point, I
go a
support the
long way to
rookie,
track that
but I'm
one
not going
down.
to.
Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide
I've
receiver
lost to the
playing football.
Tigers 3 times. Or 2 times.
2 outs. He swings and
I'm just
fouls
so
one
frustrated.
Fell off to a great start.
This
He's
is
really
why
cruising
I
out there
like
on the mound.
9
He's got a
innings,
chance to
25
get through these first
way
2 innings
better.
with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Oh, finally I hit something good. Finally.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag,
Whatever.
and that'll do it.
I don't
3 up.
care anymore. I just don't care.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Just
I
missed.
just don't care.
Ibanez in his 4th year,
I'm already
31 years old,
frustrated as it
and he was
is.
born in Cuba. Right side, hard hit.
I literally don't
And
need to
one
play
away
this
at the
game
top
at
of the
all. I don't
third.
need to play this game. I don't need to play this game. I
Back
could
to
be
the
playing
top of the Detroit
college
order.
football 25 for all I
Now,
care.
here is Zach McKinstry.
I just
First
don't
pitch
want to play this game
misses.
anymore.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He
I hate
finished that
veteran
really well.
difficulty.
Just
I really
couldn't get
do.
him to offer at it.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Because I am.
And next up for the Tigers.
What do you mean? What do you
Parker
mean?
Meadows.
Why are you getting mad at the
Close,
game?
but called the ball.
I'm just getting mad at the
And
game,
that
dude.
is
I'm always
ball
mad
one.
at this game. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Why are you getting mad at this game? I'm always mad at this game.
And that drops in for a strike. Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance.
Oh, man.
I
Just
forgot
locked
you
him
were
up with
even
that
shooting
slider.
me. I
Even
thought
though
you
it caught
turned
a lot
on
of
my
the zone,
volume.
and I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in
That
the
you
box.
straight
and it
out
clearly
turned on my
was not that
volume so you
pitch.
can talk to your friend.
That one lifted to left. A Rosarena moving under it. And that's the 3rd out. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, these Mariners, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Swing and a pop-up. McKinstry brings it in, and a couple of quick outs. Here's Dylan Moore. On the ground, right side. Throws to first, and the Mariners set down one. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's Riley Green. That one ripped, and foul ball. In the air, left side. The Rosarena after it, and a quick out, number one. Here's Gleyber Torres. In for a strike. 0-1.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
To first, and Gleyber Torres retired. 2 down, bases empty. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
It's like
swing and a miss.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above
like in
league
24,
average.
I was
That's what's
better
allowed him to pitch
than
well up until this point.
Previous games, and 25 just not matching where I am in 24.
2 down, nobody on.
So,
top half of inning number 4.
There you go. I'm just not matching what I am
it's
doing.
It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
And that'll do it. The inning. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Victor Robles. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
You're hearing me on YouTube. If I ever like hit a home run
early in the count
watch,
often,
just watch for the scream and whatever.
That you don't give too good of a
I know I'm
pitch,
muted on
especially
Instagram, but
early
just
in the
watch
count.
for the scream.
Carpenter makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Donovan Solano. 0 for 1 so far. Misses the zone.
I'm muting myself on Instagram, so then
now.
you can be able to talk to
He
your
had his
friends.
mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Fouled off. He was late.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts.
Crud,
Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And that's their first
And I got hit.
runner of the game.
Well, he's just glad they got hit with an off-speed pitch there instead of a fastball. Man, that would have hurt a lot more if it had velocity.
Rodriguez goes after that one for strike 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just broke.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes in the dirt. Throw to second. Out.
Wow, what an incredible throw right there. And he might not have had time to get to his feet and catch that runner. That's an incredible display of arm strength.
The M's still looking for their first hit in this one. In the dirt. Throw to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So they go.
Don't care about other news around the league. Don't care.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Could you also count like most rifles too?
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers.
With Trevor, obviously.
Strike 1.
Trevor, I think, in my opinion,
and that's downstairs
even though he's
and outside.
a friend of mine, or not, do you count Trevor as my friend?
Breaking ball through there
You
for a
count
strike.
Trevor.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Now that I
Swing
think
and a
about
high
it, you
fly
count
ball
him as a
left
friend.
field. A Rosarena
Do you count him
under
as
it.
like just a streamer?
Pulls it in for the out.
Like, what do you count him as, basically? Because I don't really know.
Andy
But
Ibanez
whenever I'm
will hit
playing like
next.
rivals or cause,
That one catches the
sometimes
zone. Strike 1.
just angers me sometimes.
That one catches the
Like,
corner for a strike.
Quickly down
you
0-2
just
in the
give me
count.
like
I think you got to choke
professional
up a little bit, spread
This
out the
is
feet. You
like
know what the velocity
when I
or
was
the
playing this a
location
long
of this
time ago
next
on
pitch is going
COD
to be.
mostly. I like playing COD with Trevor.
Started after it, trying to hold up. Now look to first, and that's a swing, according to umpire Matthew Ross. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Zach McKinstry.
But anyways, with Trevor, it's like you're playing COD or Rivals, and you do garbage at the game. Honestly, he'll tell you what needs to be better
now
and stuff. And honestly,
Meadows in the box
I
now.
kind
Take strike one.
of, in my opinion, don't like it. But in times, you just have to like legitimately just get in and accept it. Even though you don't want to hear it, you kind of just have to get in.
It stays 0-2.
And that's kind of what it is. You just have to like,
ouch, that
ow.
one drilled him.
I'm dead! Gilbert's dead!
Third. He'll score.
Gilbert's dead!
RBI single.
Gilbert's dead!
Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked
Gilbert's
like he
dead!
got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point.
He was dead. He was on the he was on the mound. He was dead.
Pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And that one pulled foul.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's...
And he's got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the... We head to the bottom of the fifth. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. That's inside.
Well, these Mariners, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
To third.
There we go.
And that's a fair ball.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Polanco swings through it for strike one. That pitch in for a strike.
That remind me to
with two
practice
strikes,
after
may
this
see
game.
some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. There's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Perfectly timed dive right there to knock the ball down. He gets up and flips it to second base for the start. That 4-6-3 double play. Tell you what, that is the pitcher's best friend.
Legit. Oh, he's out.
Now it's the short.
That legit. What did I just see? Okay, I'll accept that.
Stop. J.P. Crawford.
I thought it like faced in his glove, like it teleported. I'm like, really?
Foul
really?
off left side.
Doing this to me? Really? I hate double plays in this game. When you even realize that you're like, oh, I'm so close, but then I'm out because
that'll do it.
Our umpires like to be stupid.
Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Green goes 6 feet 3 inches, 200 pounds, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. And that one missing low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one.
Really
good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
I remember in like 24, I would just be like,
gets his lead at first, nobody out.
I would just be like, alright, accept defeat. I don't care.
Crawford over to second, on on to first, double play.
But dude,
They
I'm
made that double
1
play
and
look so
5.
easy, but it was
If I
far
don't
from
win this game, I'm
routine.
about to be
That's
1
the
and
one
6.
thing about big leaguers. They make
I'll be
tough
like the
plays look simple.
the New York Giants of like 2024 if I don't
In
win.
the box now.
I'll
No
be the
balls and a
Giants of
strike.
2024. I wouldn't even make the legit World Series at this point. If I don't score or whatever, I'm not gonna make the World Series at this point.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air.
Like,
Shallow right field.
honestly, my project I'm about to start
Makes the
later
catch, and
is honestly the best I'm ever gonna
welcome
have
back.
in MLB
Quite a
in
pitcher's
MLB
duel
This
so
Show
far.
25
Here's how the
history.
starters have
The
performed up to this
project,
point.
the project is just gonna be my
Here's
best
late
bet.
there, strike one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Hard hit, right side.
5 years. How long is it?
Takes
Like,
it to the bag.
do you think like a player would be
Randy
so
Arozarena
tired
up
after
next for the
5 years of
Mariners.
playing for
0
the
for 1 with
same
a fly
team?
out.
You would honestly think he is
And he
so
swings and
tired.
misses, and it's nothing at
Oh,
one.
one's the
He's
I'm
count.
impressed
so
by the number
tired.
of first pitch
Playing
strikes. He's
5
not
years for
afraid
the
of
Mariners,
contact.
you
Some
would
guys,
honestly think
they'll nibble
a
just 'cause they
player
don't wanna
would
get
be
hit hard.
so
That's not what
tired.
we're seeing here.
Makes the grab, 2 away.
Up next for the
I was gonna say, if
Mariners.
Andrew was talking to me, then
Up next
I'm
for the
muted.
Mariners.
More.
And there's a foul
I was gonna
ball.
say, if Andrew was saying my name, but then I was muted. I was rambling.
And strike 2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is
Can I
very
just end this
efficient
game, please?
with the pitch
I don't
count
like
in this
playing
one.
against power teams.
Almost got him.
No, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath.
We're gonna go to
relax,
San
and let it naturally
Francisco
happen.
after this. Like, come
Swing and a
on.
miss, and Scooble gets the
We're
strikeout.
gonna at this point we're just gonna be like,
Welcome back. As
well,
we take a look
honestly,
at their
just gonna be
upcoming schedule.
1 in
Colt.
45 or whatever if we don't win. But
Just missed. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. He goes down looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Rogers into box again, takes a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
after this game, can we get like can we trade for a player?
Now batting.
And at first, digging in, Andy Ibanez. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Rips one to right, and foul ball. Ground ball to the right side, and it gets by him.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at-bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
After this,
Well, all
during
eyes
my
on the double play
projects,
ball in
I
this
think I'm
spot.
honestly
No
just gonna
better way
mute
to
my
get out
mic
of
so I
this
can
inning.
get some air in my face. It's
1-2
way
now.
too hot in here.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. And up next for Detroit, Parker Meadows. Slap the other way, foul. First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Late swing, foul to the left. And a swing and a miss. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Mariners, the right fielder, Victor.
Haha, I have more K's than you. Haha.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Bro, he's not even tired.
Here comes the 0-1. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. Swings through.
What am I on? Am I on veteran difficulty? Or what am I on? I'm on veteran.
Strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. A
Now
big
batting,
first out
third
here in the
baseman.
7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Blind
There you
drive,
go,
that's
thank
a base
you.
hit into right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The center fielder, number 44, Julio.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo.
Rodriguez.
Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And now Julio Rodriguez. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone. He's had a lot of success.
Runner on the go. Bunt attempt misses.
No ball, 2
Throw to
strikes.
second. Ow!
Very questionable steal attempt right there. You're down by 2 runs, tying runs at the plate. Your run is so important. You have to be smarter than that. They can't be playing around in this situation. Trust the guy at the plate with 1 swing to tie it up. That right there could be very costly.
Finally! Let's go!
And he knew it.
Finally!
A solo shot.
Finally!
On the scoreboard, it's 2-1.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on
Let's
a breaking
go.
ball like that,
Finally.
such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving
Oh, that
forward
was
just
so
long
good.
enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Raley at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up
0-1
empty
down.
there. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball still 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this. And this is now a 2-1
Finally, we had a home run, finally.
ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Brash.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And that one hammered
Really?
way back there. And it's gone.
Okay,
Home
whatever.
run.
I don't care.
That one was a
That's fine.
hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Torres, the next to hit, takes
I mean,
outside.
what was I gonna do?
That one down the line.
Keep hitting
and it
hits
goes
with
just foul.
Him?
Can be
Like,
tough
what
to
was I
bounce
gonna
back
do?
after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're in the top of the 8th. Over to first. First out in the top of the 8th. And next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Everything came together for him. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 2 away. Rogers in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. And a foul ball. Torkelson at second with 2 down. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Keep racking up Ks.
Detroit adds 2 on this homer.
Don't care.
1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Will Vest.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Swings through that one. 0-1.
It's been tough for the
Why was I
offensive
looking at
power,
that?
but you
What?
can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now.
Only J.P. Crawford and Julio can actually get hits.
And stepping
Other
in for the
people
Mariners, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 2 in this one. Vest throws to first. Crawford dives and he's picked off.
What, really? Oh. So stupid.
Tap foul at the plate.
You know, just because I'm upset, this game was just simmer. Let's see how they do. There, whatever.
For the final here today, and the road team picks up the win.
Again, because they're better than me. Okay, we're gonna save this real quick. Where's practice on here? No, actually, we're the away team. All right. Nope. There we go.
That's what he says.
There we go. Okay, we're starting to get the hang of it. We're starting to get the hang of it. We're starting to get back into how we were in 24.
Turn to the left or right now. Left is where it is. A little more, there you go. What is that right down the alley? There's a skull or something on the alley.
Oh my. This is Robbie, right? Oh. What time is it? Oh. Okay, I think I've had enough of Mariners Franshire for today. I want to get to important stuff. I want to get to the important stuff today. Alright, I don't know, let's just go Astros for once. Alright, now, fantasy draft. Let's go. Orioles, they take... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Alright, hold on. Alright, hold on. Alright, so... Orioles take this guy. Brewers take Juan Soto. The Rays take Shohei Ohtani. Tigers take Bobby Witt Jr. Mets take Gunnar Henderson. Angels take Paul Skeens. Rangers take Elway De La Cruz. Rockies take Fernando Tatis Jr. The Braves take Aaron Judge. Guardians take Julio Rodriguez. White Sox take Ronald Acuna Jr. Alvarez goes to the D-backs. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. is on the Padres. Wicked Bets on the Nationals. Marte on the A's. Mike Trout on the Blue Jays. Francisco Lindor on the Phillies. Kyle Tucker on the Twins. Bryce Harper Pirates. Class A Cubs. Morrow Mariners. Harris Giants. Jose Ramirez Reds. Logan Gilbert Dodgers. Mason Miller Marlins. This guy Royals. Spencer Strider Cardinals. Jackson Vance. I don't want one of those. Nah, I'm gonna simulate it. Okay. Alright, hold on. Alright, 1 minute. Alright, let's see what they chose. Alright. So, for the Astros, since we couldn't do the draft because apparently the draft was stupid, they got Brent Walker, they got this guy, Jake Burger, Sean Perez. I'm surprised he's on a team in Major League. Sean Murphy. You guys can look at it. Michael A. Taylor. This guy. And that's it. Alright. Like I say, Angels got Schemes. And they got Matt Brash, JD Martinez. They basically got Victor Robles, who's good. Gregory. They got George Springer for the Bees. And they look like they got a lot of good other people. The A's, they got Christian Yelich. Don't know how that's going to help for the A's. They got Anthony Volpe. I guess it's really Nick, Trent, William, Butlicker. But I have no idea how to say this guy's name. They got Matt Chapman. Glover Torres. Jock Peterson. They got Elway De La Cruz. Aaron Judge. Alright, so a decent team. Ty France. Okay, for the Marlins, they got this. I'm not gonna show the entire lineup, but that's who they got. Mets, they got Gunnar Henderson, Kobe Bellinger, Brian Wu, David Williams, Ryan Matt-Castle, and I'm not gonna show the rest. And then they got a good Phillies lineup. They got a stacked Phillies lineup. I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, I think it's the same as the other one. Yeah, same as the other one. Clayton Kershaw on the Mets. I don't know how that's going to do in their first game of the season. Don't know how that's going to do. O'Neal Cruz on the Reds. J.P. Crawford on the Reds. Juan Soto on the legit. Bryce Harper. Spencer Strider. Alvarez on the... You got a Rose Chapman. Tatis on the Rockies. Gilbert. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Teoscar Hernandez. You got decent players. Shohei on the Rays. That's not surprising because he was on the Rays in the my other one. Mike Trout, Ronnie Kennedy Jr. Like I said. Who are you guys on the Guardians? Not surprising. Alright. That's it. Alright. So, calendar. This. That. This. I'm not gonna play the full game. I'm just gonna sim it. Alright. Enjoy the game. Because I'm gonna be muted because I need air. So, enjoy the game. This is gonna be day 1 of the or the Diamond Dinner Baseball League. Enjoy.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
And now,
the crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute.
Chicago Cubs.
Just about ready to go, and towing the slab, Clayton Kershaw. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Here's Nico Hoerner.
Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman, Nico Hoerner.
In there at the knees, and the 2025 season is off and running.
First pitch, 640.
The pitch. Right side. Pulls it in on the run. One down. And here's the opening day lineup for the reigning World Series champion Dodgers. What a run of success it's been in L.A., Chris.
Yeah, 12 straight years in the postseason, Boog. For a franchise that had previously never been in the postseason, even 3 years in a row. And they've won the NL West 11 of those 12 years. At this point, the expectation for the Dodgers is the same every year. A World Series title.
Tommy Edman, batting with one down, takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
For Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and one of the best sliders the game has ever seen. Ball one there. The slider was not part of his arsenal when he debuted in 2008. He was a fastball, changeup, curveball guy. But in May of 2009 at Wrigley Field in a bullpen session, he decided to try a new pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
With A.J. Ellis as his catcher, Mike Borzello as the coach, he threw a couple of them. It was near perfect right away, and he started using the slider right from there in May of 2009. And that just misses.
That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking, that's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So a man aboard, and now it's William Contreras. On the ground. Fair ball. Edman around second. Headed for the plate. The relay safe. And it's 1-0.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Josh Naylor. Just missed. The 1-0. In the dirt, blocked. High fly ball out into left center field. He's got it. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Randall Grichuk now. That one outside, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Inside. And now 3-0. Junior Caminero waiting to bat. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
First and second, 2 outs. Junior Caminero steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Tag, not in time. He's safe. It's 2-0.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So 2 on with 2 away. Jake Bowers digs in now. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out.
Got him on the pass.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Logan Gilbert. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
strike two.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Nope.
And 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one down. So here's the opening day lineup for the Cubs. Chris, what are you looking for out of them this season?
I'd say I'm looking for something new, Boog. I mean, they had the same 83 and 79 record each of the past 2 years, and they haven't won a postseason game since 2017. Baseball's a lot more fun when the north side is rocking, so I'm hoping for some improvement this time around.
Mason Wynn stands in now and watches strike one.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
One out, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Will Smith, the next to hit, takes ball one. Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Caminero. And that will end the inning. And the Cubs are down in order. And they're down 2-0. Here at Wrigley Field, here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. Kershaw back to work. Kershaw, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. On the ground, out to short. Wynn fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
And here is Jesus Sanchez. And that is downstairs. And that's ball one. Kershaw deals. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Kershaw fires. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there are two outs.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Brings it in for the third out. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Back here at the friendly confines, and here is Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Ball, catch inside.
That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And the right-hander's 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Connor Norby, the next to hit. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner at first with no outs here. And that drops in for a strike. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
One ball.
What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Swinging a foul straight back. Outside low, and 1-1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Carpenter stands at first with 1 out. Pitch misses. 3-1 now.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Batting 7th, center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
This is J.J. Bleday. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at Wrigley Field, all set for the start of the inning. And here comes Tommy Edman. Edman measures 5 feet 10 inches, 195 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Inside, just missed. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
3-2.
And a base hit into right center field.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Man at first, nobody out. At the plate, William Contreras. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. In there for strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one carrying off the scoreboard and out of here. A mammoth blast to right. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they add a couple more. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now it's Josh Naylor, fly to left his first time. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here on opening day. And another ball. That one misses. And now 3-0. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Randall Grichuk steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He reached on a walk his first time. And there's a ball.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Three balls, two strikes.
In the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And that is a foul ball. And ball four, two aboard.
Take your base.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
Up next
Everyone gets a walk, Boo.
Shortstop, Junior Caminero.
First and second, no outs. Junior Caminero steps to the plate for the Dodgers. RBI single his last time up. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Two on, nobody out. Kershaw deals. That one laced to center and a base hit. Bleday fires it in. They hold him at third base, and now the bases are loaded.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kershaw will depart. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
Here comes
for
the new arm for the Cubs, Dustin May.
Number 85.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Now here's Jake Bauers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Looked like it was a little bit up.
Ball one, no strike.
That's in for a strike.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Two strikes.
The Dodgers threatening. Strike three, got him swinging. And that is a big first out.
Now batting. Third
Now,
baseman,
Andy Ibanez. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Naylor, the runner at third. Grichuk at second. Caminero over at first with one away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. But no advance from the runners.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So they're all loaded up. Jesus Sanchez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Next offering upstairs.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. As we go to the last of the third. Now the left fielder, Mickey Moniak. Lined, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And now Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. Nobody out. Runner at first. Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's one. To first. Not in time. Great effort there.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Fly to left his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
No strike.
Throws. Save. That's a stolen base.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Center field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
So man aboard. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mason Wynn. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that is out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of 2 in the series. Runner takes off. Swing and a bouncer. Corner. In plenty of time to first. Out number 3. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail it here 4-0. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Start of the 4th. So here's Horner now. Left field. Moniak settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Dodgers, center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman at the plate. A walk, and he's also singled.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's a fair ball.
Now batting, catcher, William Contreras.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now the catcher comes up to him. William Contreras. He's already homered here in this one. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Edman at first, one gone. Runner takes off. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second. Tag out at second. That missed by a lot. 2-1. Fastball is outside. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Naylor in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 outs. Hit hard but foul off to the left. That misses, and it's 1-2.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that one a little below the knees. And a countdown even up. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1 left for LA, but they lead it 4-0. Ready to go,
Leading
bottom
off for the
4.
Cubs,
And up to the plate
catcher,
is Will Smith.
Smith.
First
Ball, that's
pitch,
off
and he
the plate.
just misses.
Ball, that's out.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Just missed.
Now in this 3-ball
ball.
count, down in the ball
No
game,
strike.
you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a
Take the
leadoff
base.
walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot.
Now
Hitter
batting,
didn't offer
the
at it.
second
Now he has
base
somebody
hitter,
to worry about over at first.
Carpenter.
And now the DH, Kerry Carpenter, worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that's in for a strike. The Cubs down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the
No
pitcher
balls,
that
2
he's
strikes.
willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's a little bit low. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That just misses. 2-2. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Coming home. He will score.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
So up next, Connor Norby struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That's hard hit on the line. Edman makes the grab, 1 down.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
First baseman, Carlos
Santana getting ready to hit. Flied to right his first time. And that's in for a strike. Down and in, moved his feet. Man at second.
Ball in.
Next pitch in for a strike, 2-2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Carpenter, the runner at second with 1 away. That one almost got him. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. That one missed.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. And there's a ball.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
There's a strike, 3-1. Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Struck him out looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Moniak in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball right side. Takes it himself. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Los Angeles, the designated hitter, Randall Grichuk.
May back to work. There's a strike. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Kyle Leahy up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Aiken also throwing. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He circles the bases and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Junior Caminero. Up and in, ball 1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
May delivers. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Moniak makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Here's the left fielder, Jake Bauers. 1 for 2. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just missed. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
Outside.
That misses the zone, and now it's 3-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Up next,
Two outs, base is empty. Andy Ibanez will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. That one to first, and foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Next offering misses. It's 2-2. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here on opening day. And downstairs.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
2 down, nobody on. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 5-1. You're dialed into the show. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom of
off
the
for the
inning.
Cubs,
So up now for
right
Chicago,
fielder,
Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor.
Ripped to right, base hit. So now back to the top of the order. So the batting order
Now
turns
batting,
over. And up next for Chicago, Andres Jimenez.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Cubs finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Makes the catch for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So digging in, Mason Wynn. Glove side, but it gets through. Gets off a throw. And the throw's offline, safe at third. 2 on, 1 out. Will Smith to the plate. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. In there at the knees. And that is strike 1. And a curve finds the outside corner for strike 2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch.
Tapped back up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And it beats him. What a play.
Oh, it's a nice forehand stop. Kept the ball from getting to the outfield, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take an extra step, which cost you some time. But he recovered, made a good, strong throw, and he still got the out.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Kerry Carpenter. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5.
One ball, one strike.
Squirts away a little bit. In there safely. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 outs. Swing and a ball popped in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single, and it's now a 2-run game.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner at first with 2 away. And next for the Cubs, Connor Norby. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. And a ground ball to first, and it stays fair. Can't glove it cleanly. Carpenter around third. The relay to the plate. Dives in, beats the tag. He scores. And it's a 1-run game.
Well, just a total breakdown defensively right there. I mean, allowing a run to score all the way from first because of an error pretty much shouldn't happen. But every once in a while we see one of these weird plays, and it leaves everyone kind of scratching their heads.
So runner at second, 2 down. Carlos Santana now at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And that will end the inning. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Cubs 4. Top 6, and now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Sanchez in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
That's a ball.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The next offering misses. Counts full, 3-2. Hit on the ground to short. On to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman Nico
So the
Horner.
lineup flips over. Nico Horner will come up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ball popped up. Jimenez makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Just off the outside edge. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. 2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that's in the dirt. And now 3-1. William Contreras would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here. In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Two down, nobody on. To the right side. Tosses to first, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Offense held in check there. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Cubs 4. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound.
Their way, so this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And now J.J. Bleday. That clips the corner. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Ryan Burr looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Nardi getting cranked up as well. Yo, 1. And there's the strike. Good job to fight that one off. Misses inside. 1-2 to count. Back foot slider struck him out.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Now the left fielder, Mickey Moniak. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2. One ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
One down, base is empty. That one drifts inside. And there's the ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The Cubbies down by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. That clips the zone. Strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. And that one popped in the air, left field. Bowers nabs it, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Cubs 4. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kyle Leahy.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Kyle Leahy.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. He's already homered in this game. And a foul ball. Movement in the Cubs bullpen, Ryan Abreu. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Alvarado warming up as well. Next pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. And that one upstairs.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Just off the inside edge.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Josh Naylor steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one's in there, 0-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Contreras aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's outside. Now 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Now batting.
So now here's the DH, Randall Grichuk. First pitch just misses. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Okay.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. In the air, left field, down the line. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Junior Caminero digs in now. Golden opportunity right here. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Second and third, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss as he was late.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Second and third, 1 away. The next pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Jake Bauers up next for the Dodgers. Two on, 1 out, and they're all loaded up.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Kyle Leahy departs, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching for the
Keegan Aiken takes over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Now here is Jake Bauers. 1 for 3.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter. They try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Bases loaded. 1 away. Next one misses, and it's 1-1.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
The 1-1. And he takes a strike. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
And the batter now, Andy Ibanez. That's in there. Strike 1. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. That's in there. And it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now at the plate, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run, and the number 9 guy at the plate. That one pulled foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Bounce to the right, flips it behind his back. It's there, and that's a great play. So 2 runs in the inning, 2 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Cubs 4.
Now pitching for Los
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
44.
Ryan Burr. Back to the top of the order. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Andres Jimenez.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Fouled off. He was late.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And the 0-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next pitch misses inside, and the count 1-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Edman makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop.
So up now for Chicago, Mason Wynn. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
– That's a ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. And that's outside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball line to center, and a base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
One down. Will Smith the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Wynn, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Fouled off down the right side. This one in the dirt. The 2-1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Ground ball could be two. Feed to second, that's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Eighth inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Cubs 4.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Alex Vesia
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
One now.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Next pitch downstairs, and the count is 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. And next for L.A., Tommy Edman, the switch hitter batting right. And that's in there for strike one.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
One down, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Next offering is outside. Got him looking. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings. And now it's going to be William Contreras.
He is a talented player. His big brother Wilson has voiced that his little brother may end up being better than he is.
Ball one, no strike.
Two outs. Outside low. 2-0. Just missed. He swings and fouls one off. And that one fouled off. Struck him out looking. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They hold a 7-4 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Andrew Nardi.
Now pitching for Los Angeles. Andrew Nardi.
Kerry Carpenter getting ready to hit. The Cubs in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Alexis Diaz getting ready to go. And ball one.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Next offering way upstairs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2 count.
On the ground to third. Sends it to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting, third baseman,
Connor Norton, the next Cub to hit. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Now one out to right. Sanchez makes the grab. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, first
Carlos
baseman,
Santana, the next Cub to hit.
Santana.
That one outside, and that's ball one. That's a laser base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
All over that one right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
And that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting, left fielder.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Yohel Pozo.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. The tying run at the plate. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. And misses inside. That's off the mark, and now 3-2. Tyrone Taylor waiting to hit for the Cubs. And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. This one in the air, right field. And it stays fair. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Andrew Nardi won't go any further tonight, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Alexis Diaz.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Taylor will hit next. That one misses. Ball 1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. In comes the run from third. And they trail by 1. And they hold the tying run at third with 2 outs.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2.
Oh, they're applying pressure, quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one player to the next, showing a lot of fight right now. They're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
Inside, and the count even 1-1. Big spot, 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. And now 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Next offering is in for a strike. And he chases that one. Good job at damage control right there. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. Through 8 full, It's the Dodgers 7 and the Cubs 6. So remaining in the game defensively, Yohel Pozo. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter.
Number 55.
New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Brian Abreu.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, one-run game. Josh Naylor steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Just missed. That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Randall Grichuk steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's in for a strike. Abreu goes 6'1". He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. One-run game here in the top of the 9th.
One ball, 2 strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
And that one missing low. Good job to fight that one off. Here's a 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. And now 2 gone.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
And now the shortstop, Junior Caminero.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
2 down, nobody on. That one almost got him. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him looking. And he strikes out the side in the 9th. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Cubs 6. So bottom of the 9th. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
The shortstop takes the ball. And fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
One-run game, bottom 9. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. His first homer of the year, it's 7-7. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Incredible momentum swing on that home run, Boog. I mean, it's late in the game, just barely stayed fair, and ties up the ball game. Impressive.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And that one fouled off.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
This one popped up. Naylor gets under it. He's got it. And there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Kerry Carpenter. There's the strike. Not close with that one. And now it's even 1-1. And there's the ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 3. Connor Norby in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Goes down looking.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Norby in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there. Struck him out swinging. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. And we're deadlocked here at 7-7.
Now pitching for the
Back
Chicago
now,
Cubs.
and on the mound, the closer,
Number
Emmanuel
48.
Clase.
Power slider guy, bro. He throws it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the left fielder, Jake Bowers. And a strike in there.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, that can certainly jumpstart an offense. The hit by pitch right there, and now they have the opportunity to make it really hurt on the scoreboard.
Strike 1.
Well, they're willing to give up and out here. This is a big spot, so you have to make it count.
And he lays one down the left side, and that's a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away. And up next for Los Angeles, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts and 2 groundouts. First pitch misses.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Calls it in, 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman, Nico Horner.
Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Nico Horner. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
With the go-ahead run standing at second, and here in extra innings. And that's in the dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
On the ground to third. They take the force out. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. So back here in extras. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Eric Swanson.
And that is out of play. There's the strike.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Next pitch is downstairs.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And that one misses up and in. 2-2. Stays alive. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. J.J. Bleday, the next Cub to hit. And there's the strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Reed Garrett appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. That's to third. And that's a fair ball. Around third. Here comes the throw. Across is the winning run. And the Cubs walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. A winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
And a final 8-7. So the Cubs celebrate at the plate. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
That was a game for the ages, guys. That was a game for the ages. Well, they got the win there. So what? Oh. Did I just sim it? Oh my gosh, I did. Who won this game? Dodgers 5-2. I simmed it by accident. Oh no. Wait, does it save? Question. No, it doesn't. Whoops. Or does it? Does this save it?
Welcome if you're just joining us, John.
Nope. Gosh dang it. I messed up. Actually, you know what? We'll call this as like a... And they still lost. We'll call this as like the game, basically. Since I screwed up. There. Alright. I was just saying, the Cubs basically won. And this is what I like about this is because if you look at this and you go view, look at this. Jacob deGrom versus Shohei Ohtani. We're just gonna use this as our game team, whatever. That doesn't really exist apparently. But we're just gonna call this as our thing now, apparently. Because it just doesn't exist. I guess. But tomorrow will be day 2. It'll be Cubs Dodgers. Day number 2. And then that's it, really. Now for the Mariners, we'll just do 1. Actually, I'm kind of interested. What is this? Is this the I think it is. Yeah, I think that is. Alright. So for the sake of this, we'll just play 1 game of this just to suffer. And if we win, then that's fine. We might lose. Don't really know. Just so then we can do 2 games tomorrow. And then do 2 games tomorrow.
Just about set to
and then
go
be
now.
basically just
And
caught
on
up.
the hill in this one, Jordan Hicks.
So we're just going to do 1 game of this and then end
was a little worse than
finally.
average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Adames, the throw to first. And an easy out to start the game. Here's Donovan Solano.
Donovan Solano.
Solano.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field.
Batting third.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
That one to first. And it gets by him.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
1 ball, Luke Raley in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Double play ball to second. Throws to first in time.
No, they didn't.
He's out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
I'm getting better.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. We go to the bottom of the first, and digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. On the ground to the left.
That's foul.
And that's just foul. Wu measures 6 feet 2 inches, 25 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick in 2021. Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the right-hander deals. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And
There
there's
we go.
one down.
Batting second,
Here's the Giants lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Oh, that's low.
That's a little bit low. Sets him down looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Solano tosses to first. That is back here at Oracle Park. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Austin Shenton. Hicks back to work. Outside. Ball 1. Chop back up the middle.
That's fine.
The throw to first. 1 out in the second. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Fair ball.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Sliced hard but foul. Ripped into right field, base hit. Yastrzemski hustles it back in, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
The shortstop.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Tap foul at the plate. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Polanco over at second. Raleigh at first. One gone. Nice stop. Throws from his knees. There's one. Double play. What a quick killing. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Ramos with a homer in his last game. Swing and a ground ball. Crawford fires over to first. One up, one down.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Get on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. On the ground right side. And a base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Swinging a foul out of play. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Coming home. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Headed for the plate. One run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
That's fine.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
Rodriguez puts it away. 2 down. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all. No, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on double. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers.
Yeah, we lost to the Tigers. We got so up at them.
And first offering is fouled off. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2.
Got him swinging.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Fly ball down the line. Dives,
nice.
but it kicks off his
There we
glove.
go.
So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Grounded out his first time up. Fouled off left side. Two on, 1 out. This one ripped, but foul to the right. That one down the line and foul ball. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Doesn't stop, heads for home. The throw in, but it's offline. It's 3-1.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And now, Randy Arozarena. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck
I don't actually want to.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
You're still up, Andrew?
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that is
garbage.
that.
I'm doing garbage.
Back here in San Francisco.
I'm surprised you're still
now
up,
the number
Andrew.
2 hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. Swing and a foul straight back. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. And that's
called it.
Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I knew his favorite part was Ichiro.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. And there's a foul ball.
I don't know, Andrew. I'm doing garbage.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence.
Just got done doing a league game for my my league.
First, nobody out.
So now
Late night Lamont down on strikes.
Frustrating end to the at bat for the hitter.
Okay.
I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while.
My phone that I
You
use
want to be ready to hit the
Instagram on
fastball.
died.
Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Robles snags
not.
it for the second out.
It's not. I'm down by 2. I'm 1-6, Andrew. I'm not gonna win.
Willie Adames stands in. He swings and drives one
See,
out to
just
deep
like that,
left field.
Andrew.
Into the bleachers and gone.
I'm not gonna win this.
His first homer of the year. It's 5-1.
You jinxed it, Andrew.
First pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy.
And that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
Pitching for the Mariners, number 46.
Right through there for a strike.
Thornton.
2 runs across in the inning. Here in
Why'd
game
you do
1
that?
of this 3-game
Why'd you
set.
spam it?
Lifted in the air down the left side. Arozarena.
Why'd you
snags
spam
on the
it?
Run. When the Giants go deep, it's now a 5-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Polanco checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and he held up.
Why'd you say that? Like, damn.
Sliced hard, but foul down
I'm
the
like,
left
really?
side. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's ruled a swing. It's
Wow.
a strikeout.
Since I'm too tired, I want to see.
Ball 4. 3. 3. Out. Out. You're out. 3. Out. Out. 4. Take your base. You're out. Out. 3. Out.
That's going to end
Ball
this
4.
game.
Take your base. That's ball 4. 3. Ball 4. Take your base.
They scored again.
You're out. 3.
Mariners.
Out. 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 3. Out. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. That's ball 4. 3. 3. 3.
Yeah, they're not going to win this.
3. 3.
We just suck.
This one ends the final 9-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire.
I don't know what it is, but our team's just not doing great. I don't know what it is. No, I kind of want to see if we win this one. Nope. Not even close. Yeah, I don't care. Alright, let's see. Give me position players. Oh, we need third basemen. Who cares? We need one bad. Yeah, we need to do that. Okay. Oh, what is this? I'm not gonna be live for much longer, Andrew. Is this projections? Alright. I wasn't gonna play that game. Alright, doesn't look like I can roll the show right now. Gosh, game 3. Okay. Alright, that'll be it for the stream. I've been live for 3 hours and 41 minutes. I'm tired. I probably just want to go watch YouTube or something. But thank you all for watching.